Woo!
Hello, Fiber Hearts.
Hi, Fiber Hearts. Wait, this one. There we go.
Hello, Fiber Friends.
Fiber
How are
Friends.
you? Okay, today is November 30th.
Yes, it is.
So for our monthly upload, we're squeaking it in for November. Welcome.
Right on time.
Yeah, right on time.
Who
We're
are
right
we?
on time. I'm Karen.
I'm Bryan.
This is my husband, Bryan. See, I told you, Mr. B was going to be here.
Hello.
Everybody say hi to Mr. B.
Hi. I'm back.
We're having peppermint tea.
That's right. That's a special cup that you're drinking out of, actually. It's your Alaska
cup.
My California cup.
Because we met and married in Alaska.
Yep.
Boom.
And we lived in California for a while. We need an Oregon cup.
He's my Alaskan man. We don't have an Oregon cup, I don't think.
Well, then we can get one.
We need an Oregon cup.
Somebody needs to talk to Santa.
No kidding. Huh.
Yep, but you didn't. You missed the. You did the setup for the Alaska joke. You married your Alaskan man.
Oh, I married my Alaskan man?
Yes, that's right.
Well, at the time that I moved to Alaska, I, at the age of 18, by the way, there were 3 men for every woman. 3 men for every woman.
Yeah, competition was tough.
So the odds were good. But in true Alaskan fashion, the goods are odd.
Get that? See? Like that? Odds are good. Goods are odd.
But the goods are odd.
Okay.
Oh, you're so cute.
Thank you. I received that. All right.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
We're still going along.
Yes, we are.
Happy as ever.
Yep.
I swear, if there were flies on the wall, they'd think we were nuts in this house.
Yes. Any spies monitoring our communications are just laughing all the time.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's what I posted. People were posting what they were thankful for, for Thanksgiving. And I could say, a million things I'm thankful for.
Jillians.
But, I thought about it and I thought, you know what? This is the thing. I'm thankful that pretty much I laugh every day.
Yep.
Not every single day is full of laughter, but
No.
I laugh my way through almost every day. How can you not when you're married to Mr. B, who's a funny man?
Am I funny?
Ladies, marry the funny man, okay?
You'll
You
be
will
laughing.
laugh your way through the day.
All right. I'm gonna hold
Yes, marry the funny man.
the funny man.
Okay. Honestly, I didn't think a whole lot happened this month until I started writing it down, and I was like, oh my word, a lot more happened than I realized. So, for finished objects, I got my little list on my phone.
That's true. You're very modern with that, man.
Yes, thank you. We did take those, like a bag of hats, because remember, I'd already given a ton of hats to an organization here. I'm trying to be real local as much as I can. We shipped our blanket to Boggy Creek.
That was fun.
I
They
think,
sent a nice
was it
thank you
Texas or Florida?
Florida.
Florida. They sent me a thank you card. I couldn't believe it. And it was
Really nice.
handwritten, like they referenced my blanket.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a, basic card. It was like, hey, we really love the colors in your aqua blanket, yada, yada, yada. So I thought that was very nice.
It was.
Anyways, so we shipped that out. But so I delivered a bunch of hats, and then at the beginning, like the first week of November, we went to, it's called Fish.
Okay.
I think it's short for loaves and fishes. It's a
Food
I think
bank
back
sort
in
of
the
thing?
day
Yeah.
when I lived here as a kid, I think it was only food. I don't remember there being clothes and things like that, toiletries and
You
stuff.
know a lot of things.
But now they have expanded to having, clothes and that sort of thing. And they were needing hats and scarves. So I took a little video, and we'll tag that at the end of this. And Mr. B took a picture of me standing there
You were so cute.
with in Fish, handing off my hats.
Yep.
So
I'll put that in there too.
yeah, so we had a bag of goodies to give them. So that was fun. But, the around here, oh my gosh, you guys, seriously, it's never ending. The demand for items
It's grown.
is has grown and is constant.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, a little overwhelming, honestly. You feel
It can be.
you feel kind of bad, like, oh man, really? But anyway, so
The thing that stuck out to me about that was that it is not necessarily people who find themselves unhoused or unvetted that are that participate and rely on
yeah,
fish.
Yeah.
It's normal folks who are just trying to make ends meet in a time when inflation is very bad, and they're just trying to. They're normal folks saying, okay, the end of the month is here, and the end of the paycheck already happened, so we're gonna go see what we can get. And it's
yeah,
they really rely on the services that fish offers. So they're a very worthy organization. It's an honor to help them.
I mean, we have our homeless here for sure. You know, we're not in a big town. We're near a big town, right? We're near Salem, so
Yep.
So you know, we're kind of in a little, I wouldn't say tiny town, but we're in a small medium town. And
we have more than one Starbucks. We have status.
yeah, we have a lot of crafters here. We have a big Mennonite community,
Oh, yeah,
and they are very industrious. And they do knitting and crocheting, but I would say it's more 70-30. So 70% are sewing. So we have a lot of seamstresses and tailors, and they'll quilters. We have a huge quilting community here.
It's amazing.
And, you know, we have a decent crocheting and knitting community, but like I said, I think it leans, let's put it this way, there's a lot more fabric shops, little boutique-y fabric shops than there are knitting and crocheting shops.
True.
But we have a few. And
We
so...
also have sheep around here, which is kind of cool.
Yes, I was telling you last time that we are very ag, and we have a ton of sheep.
Yep.
And like you're driving down the road going, man, maybe I got my yarn from that sheep right there.
I think I recognize it.
yes. So, and a lot of them, a lot of the shepherds and shepherdesses
Yes, there are.
send their yarn to the big mills and are somehow getting it milled, and it comes back to them for dyeing, etc.
Yeah.
And then we do have a few, like what I would say, artisanal millers.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's true.
And I'll show you some more of that, because I did crochet up something with a local shepherdess, her yarn. But first I want to show my hats.
Okay,
So hats you're gonna see hats probably every time we get together.
Karen gets a kick
You're
out of hats.
gonna see hats every time we get together, people.
Yep.
Because there's a never-ending demand. Hand me those other ones
Oh,
too.
yeah, sure. There you go.
There's a never-ending demand for hats and
Yep.
scarves and all the. I like how Michelle over at Shell Crochet calls it cozy sets. So you're gonna be seeing a lot of cozy sets. So now this is a hat. This is
Isn't that nice?
the Secret Yarnery, Krista. She has a little basic, this is your basic hat. It's that kind where you make it into a rectangle and then sew it up, and it makes these like little cables kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And she has a way to make this part less bulky at the top, so it's not so bulky. And I don't for the organizations, I don't really put palms on them.
No, they don't like it.
I don't know, because it's not easy to keep track of palms or throw them in the wash. I think you don't really want to throw a palm in the wash. So I don't know. I just think it's easier to do this kind of a hat. And
We've had that discussion many times and decided that's the right thing to do.
the funny part of this deal is this is a regular woman's hat, and which is fine, which is what I should be probably mostly making. I tend to make my hats really big because I have a big old noggin.
Big head.
I got a bowling ball up here. I was like, really, Karen? Because I thought, oh, I have a 24-inch head. And your average woman has like a 21-inch head. And I'm like, no. So I remeasured my head. Sure enough, I'm 24. I'm a shave over 24, to be honest with you. And like I say, I got the same size head as Oprah Winfrey. So I got a bowling ball up here. So I tend to make all my hats and everything really big. Like for a guy, you know. So I don't know. But this yarn, okay, so I'm going to talk about this yarn, and I think I have it over there. I got a bunch of this yarn on the Premier Week sale.
This rustic one, right?
Yeah.
It's a different color. But
yeah.
Same
different color. So I got the rustic. I got a bunch of this rustic. Okay, because these were $3 a skein. And it's a 5, I want to say. I will tell you, man, I like this yarn. And Jennifer over at Cinnamon Stitches, she was saying how she thought maybe because of the sales that they've been having on it, that maybe it was going out. And I'm like, oh, that's a bummer.
Not. I actually really like that yarn too. It's nice.
So I got it's a 5. I got a bunch of different colors, and it's 200 and something yards on here, 218. And so let me show you. And it's super cozy,
there's a very good feel to it.
It's super it's soft and cozy, and I think I'm using an L hook, and I noticed that if I got too big of a hook on there, it was kind of losing its shape, you know. And so, but oh my gosh, is it soft to work with?
That's
so
a cozy set.
So this is one of my bigger hats, right? And I got a bunch of different colors and all that. $3 a skein for 218 yards, and size 5. I mean, it's making nice cozy. So I took one of the skeins, I made that hat. Well, then I was like, okay, I want to make a scarf because I'm trying to make cozy sets like Michelle does over at Shell. So I made my basic scarf. This is just a C2C scarf. It's supposed to be 5 inches by 50 inches. So they're my 5x5 scarf.
Great scarf.
Okay. One skein did that large hat, probably, honestly, an extra large hat because it fits me. And a 5x50 skein, I got about 2/3 of the way into this scarf for one skein, $3. So I was like, you know, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, so I bought some more.
Yeah.
Because I told you, you're going to be seeing a lot of hats and scarves around here.
You're quoting the word some more.
They're still asking. They're still asking for them and all that. So I thought that was tremendous to get that far for one skein and $3. Come on.
Well, it makes
it's all washable, dryable, super cozy, warm. I mean,
doesn't it make it changes your thought process where you're thinking, I don't know, this is kind of expensive. From that to how many of these can I make? It's a time. It changes it into a time problem, not a.
And it works up nice. And it's kind of got that little heather in there. You can see the denim now. You know, it's kind of a darker denim. Mm-hmm. And most of the colors are, I'd say, at least the ones that were on sale, are a little more darker, fallish, winterish, which is fine. Perfect for what we're doing.
Is that the name of the color, denim?
Yeah, this is a denim. Right. Yeah. And I got the red because I want to make my own. Because after I started feeling it, I was like, I need a new hat and scarf. I need a cozy set for me.
Yes.
Yay. Yes. So we put that over there. Made this little guy, this little kid set. Mm-hmm. And I said, do you guys need adult hats? Do you guys need kid hats? You know, what do you need? And they said mostly adult, which I thought was interesting. I would say most of the people that work with fish are that are consumers of the fish organization. There are your working families.
Yeah,
it's not really the homeless. It's the folks that are just not being able to make ends meet. So this is some paint box yarn, some leftover yarn. It's
a little hard to see, but there's some maroon in there.
Yeah. Looks black, but it's a red. No, you can see it right there.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
It's a nice
Which
color.
I love that color, by the way. Can I just tell you?
It's a nice color.
So,
I liked how you made that scarf have the scallops on it.
The ripple.
Ripples.
It's just a little ripple scarf I made. And then my little hat here, and it's kind of a kid-size hat. So
it's a cool color, though.
Yeah, it's fun, and just to be able to take some smaller balls and turn it into something is nice. So
and that's still using Krista's Secret Yarnery.
Yeah. Well,
it works out great.
Oh my gosh. It whips up so fast.
You crank those up
so
pretty quick, I know.
You can really crank them.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Speaking of cranking.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
We have the saga of the Addy machine.
We're going to take a moment now. A moment of silence.
Yes.
For our Addy machine.
Yes.
I want you to know that we did not. Our Addy machine is gone.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
No, it wasn't. and I feel sad about it because when I got it, it was for a Christmas present for Karen or her birthday or something. I think it was Christmas anyway. And it's mechanical. It's really fun. It has all these little fingers and everything that make a neat knitted hat. And wouldn't you know, they only last for so long.
Yeah, but I cranked out hundreds of hats on that.
You did hundreds of hats. And
cranked it out, baby.
And it started to not be reliable mechanically. And it would jam up pretty bad. And
I used it good.
You did. And so then you will discover if this has happened to you, or if you have one, and I hope it doesn't happen to you, but if it does, then you'll discover that there's a bunch of amateur mechanics on YouTube who are also Addy users, and they have figured out ways to mechanically strengthen their Addy machines involving coming up with their own parts and reusing like aluminum. There's no welding involved.
Soda can tabs.
Yeah, soda cans to reinforce the gear containers.
What?
And there's much discussion about what kind of special lubrication you need to put on them, and every one of them involves taking the machine apart. Which, if you've ever looked at them, they have many parts. And so we did. I did not go so far as to fabricate any new parts, but we did lubricate with the right kind of lubricant.
God bless the man. All I know is I look over and he has totally taken apart my Addy machine.
More than once.
Yeah, and I'm like, wow, how did you do that?
There's a YouTube video.
There's a YouTube video.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, so it was very sad, and we decided to not hang on to it. So it is no
he
longer.
tried.
Oh,
he tried, and it did this to me last time.
Okay, all right.
I don't know why,
The
but it's still
screensaver
going.
Decided to come on, so we're just gonna.
Yeah, it's still going.
There we go. All right. The Addy rips its.
Because it did this last time. I'm gonna go over here to the coffee cup.
Okay. Anyway, excuse us while we had some technical
difficulties.
Anyway, the Addy machine was super cool, and I was sad when it went. And if anybody is more attached to the equipment and doesn't want to throw it away, it's me. So that's another story about a printer.
I'm like, time for a new Addy. I mean, I'm ready. I mean, it was nice for you to pull it apart. I couldn't believe it.
Well, I was convinced that it just there was something jamming
and then you
it.
put the lubricant in there, and you tried to do all the shimming and weird stuff.
I didn't go that far because I thought that doesn't. I'm not a mechanical person. If it had software, I would have fixed it. But anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's the sad story of the Addy, and our Addy's no longer with us. So.
I think they just die. I mean, I've seen many a YouTube.
I think so too. I think they have limited.
Who was it? Happy Homemaker Penny, I think.
Was it? Okay.
Was it Sorry, I'm messing up your name, I am sure. She went through like 3 or 4 of them. She kept getting bad ones from Amazon.
Yeah, they get a return or something.
Yeah, she kept having to return them. Mm-hmm. But she was cranking out tons of hats because she had...
You can. It's a neat machine.
She had family has family in North Carolina, so she was sending stuff to them. So, anyway, it died. So, that's all right. Whatever. I'm crocheting hats. It's fine.
If anyone has a comment about better than Addy knitting machine that's more reliable or has a longer planned obsolescence lifespan, that's what I want to know.
Yeah, it's just one of those things.
Yeah,
I think
it is. But that was one of our major fiber adventures this month, at least for me.
Yeah. Okay, so last video, I talked about going to the Flock and Fiber Festival. And that I had picked up that those hanks of yarn from that local gal who is a shepherdess, who mills it and dyes it and does all the things herself. And I only had the first shawl I showed you had 1,100 in it. This shawl I could only pick up. She only had 800 yards. So I did make up. This is a finished object. I did make up the. This is from Crystal over at Bag a Day. I made her shawl. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, I love the color too.
Yeah, I loved all the marbling and all of that in the colorway. Here, I don't want them to not see you.
No, that's okay.
Cover you up, Mr. B. But this is so this is a herringbone stitch, and I just loved the way that it marbled up. Now, I love those colors. 100% wool from her sheep. No washing. Okay. Hand, whatever, washing only kind of thing. Lay flat to dry or you're going to felt the thing. Okay. So I don't want to felt the thing.
Oh, no. We know how to do that. We're good at that.
I love it. I love the colors of it. I love the rich, like fall browns,
looks so cool.
Colors and all that. This is an interesting pattern in that it creates like a big V. Like that's how it is. So it's not a straight across shawl. It's like a big V like that. Okay. And so it goes over your shoulders. Now, I like it. I used every single yard I could squeeze out of those hanks. And it didn't 100% turn out exactly like I would have wanted. Didn't 100% turn out exactly like how Crystal's did because she is a much smaller person. I would have thought that one that like is a V shape would work out well for me as a
it looks great on you.
Larger
it looks
person.
Really good.
Okay. But it's a little short, I think. I think it's a little short in the front. I do. Nothing that a shawl pin. Mr. B loves it.
I think it lays nicely on you. And I think that it's not what you're used to.
No.
I think it really looks nice.
But I'm going to put it on. So, hold on. I'm going to stand up. Okay. I'm going to put it on so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
I'll help you.
So, hers, she was able to like flop over the front and tie it in the front and all that. Mine, see how it kind of just sort of comes like that.
It looks great.
And it kind of does this little hooky thing in the front. And it stays. I find that interesting. Totally stays. And it goes down past my seat a little bit. So there's that. So I don't hate it. I'm going to wear it for sure. It just didn't. It turned out a little different than I thought. I do have a shawl pin I can put here if I want to.
It will look great.
And so I'll be wearing that to church. It is because it's that 100% wool. It feels a little bit virgin wool still to me. It feels a little rough. I'm going to hand wash it in a little bit of woolite and lay it flat to dry. Because on the neck part, if I don't have a collar, it's a little bit scratchy on the back of the neck. So, nobody wants that. But I love it. I love the story. I love the color. I love how the herringbone stitch marbled that yarn. And it's over in Crystal. I don't remember the name. It's supposed to be a beginner pattern. I mean, the pattern is simple, really, So, and it's pretty, you don't have to think about it too much. I did stop to count just to make sure every once in a while that, the V part, every side was the same. And if I was off, I wasn't off by too much.
No, it looked good.
And, yeah. And,
but I saw you were pretty careful with your...
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Because you know how, the center of your shawl can start going this way? If one side is longer and the other side is shorter, that's not good. I like it. I'm going to wear it. It is warm because it's wool.
That's okay because our church is cold.
That's okay because our church is freezing cold. So there you have it. And I think everybody around me wants to cuddle up under my shawls with me.
I think that your crew of people at our church will be greatly admiring that.
Oh yes. They like to come over and pet me. Yeah. While I'm
I've worn other pieces that you've made and they look really great.
Yes. Yes. So I really like how that turned out. Look how beautiful that is.
It's really nice.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Plus, we could probably meet the sheep if we wanted to.
Yeah, we probably could go over and meet the sheep that gave it to me. So, there you go. I thought that turned out beautiful. So, just soften it up a little bit, especially for the back of the neck. I don't know.
The woolite will do that.
I'm hoping the woolite will do that.
I bet it will.
Yeah. She was the nicest lady, going to her booth and all that. It's just fun to meet them, you know what I mean? And talk about all the things.
Yarn,
and then
fiber
there's
people,
the yarn.
Fiber people are not your aggressive people.
No.
Typically, they're your...
Fiber people are usually,
They're going to give you
fun,
a cup of tea.
Relaxed people.
Yes. They're going to tell you about the sheep and all that. Yes. All right, what do we got?
All right, so I did complete, this is funny. I have a little bit, I did do one amigurumi.
Oh,
one tiny amigurumi. And it turned out a little wonky, but everybody keeps telling me, oh my word, he's so adorable. So
hold them up eyes, everybody can see good.
I made a potato reindeer.
That looks so cute.
I made a potato reindeer. There's a gal. Oh, what is her name? There's a gal. She's on Etsy, so she makes potato-shaped characters. So there's a potato Santa, and there's a potato snowman. I don't know. There's a potato everything, okay? She makes potato characters. And I thought, oh, well, I'll try to make this guy. And look, he's got a little tail on there. All right. And I just used, I think it's like Big Twist blanket yarn is what I have. Anyway, he's a little wonky. One foot is a little farther ahead than the other, so he's heading out. He's got his foot out there. He's on his way.
He's a little upset. I'm looking to see if we can figure out the name. I don't have it handy.
And
very cute.
It was but I'm gonna say that it was low. So I wouldn't say no. So
you kept laughing while you were making
I was laughing because he's so funny looking. But he's got his red nose.
Yep.
He's got little safety eyes. Yep. He's got his little antlers and his paws are on the side. Yes. And he is kind of a potato shape. He sits up. Oh, yeah. He does sit up.
He's got a tail too.
So, anyways, everybody's like, "Oh my word, he's so cute! Oh my word!" So that's fun. And then I showed him to Mr. B.
Mm-hmm. Then you like to do something. She points him toward me so that he'll watch me.
Yes. And so
whatever I'm doing, if I'm working in the kitchen,
I put him on the table and I had him point at Mr. B, and then Mr. B would move over here, and I'd move him over there. He was watching you.
He was watching you.
Yep. So,
yeah.
Potato reindeer right there.
Yep. Potato reindeer.
Look, I'll put him over here.
Have him watch me now.
Oh yeah, he's gonna sit here and he's gonna watch you. He's watching you.
All right.
Okay.
Very cute.
That was my potato reindeer.
It was super nice.
Okay, then I don't know what was happening. I was on some sort of a reindeer kick, I guess. So I, you know how I to take a break from crocheting all the time and give my wrists and my arm, my hands, and everybody a break. I like to do adult coloring. Yep. So I colored a reindeer.
Mm-hmm. That looks really cool.
So I colored a reindeer, and this was really good practice. I was practicing fur. Mm-hmm. How do you color fur?
It's complicated.
And then how to take how to take flat objects and turn them into shiny round objects.
Yes.
Okay, and then how to do the kind of what do they call that? Molting or whatever on the antlers.
Yeah. The fuzzy part of the antlers.
Yeah, and he's on a mount, so I wanted to make a chrome or a silvery, shiny looking mount with, and it has jewels in there. So
and you also had the nice background of the wall too.
Yeah, and the background I wanted sort of a bluish, snowy reference. That is pastels. And then almost all of this is colored pencil with a little bit of white, like marker and paint for highlights to help with the shine, right? And there you go. So I was on a reindeer kick for a while.
So everybody that covered the book can tell the artist too.
Yeah. So this is a Johanna Basford. She's one of my favorite artists, and this is her Johanna Christmas. And I wanted to color something for Christmas, and oh man, some of the things that you see out there are just breathtaking, but I make attempts. So there you go. That was my attempt.
Johanna Basford always has a little secrety part.
Yes. She always leaves an Easter egg on here. Something is not like the other. Yeah. So I'll hold it up. Let's see if you can see it.
Oh, you'll see it. It's a tiny little thing. But once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Yeah. So. And so it shows up with every picture in this book. And then every one of her books has a little Easter egg, a different Easter egg in the pictures.
She's very clever.
So,
I like Johanna Basford an awful lot.
So that's fun right there. I did that.
Yep.
That was my reindeer phase of the month, I guess.
You did have kind of a reindeer phase.
Yes, I had a reindeer phase. And, okay. Then, it's not finished. It is almost finished. It's dangerously close to being finished. And it took me a couple of good, solid, months of going at it. Okay, there's an organization here that helps get kids off the floor, helps them not sleep on the floor. Okay, and it's not Sleep in Heavenly Peace, although that one is starting here. But this is a different organization. I think it's just a local one.
Yeah, it is.
They have several. Oh, they are in big need. They have several families that are needing blankets and comforters and all the setup. You can go to our local Lowe's and you can buy the lumber. The slats and everything, the kit. They assembled a kit for them. They have a banner and stuff. You can go there, and there's fellas or gals, whoever, handy people that donate their time to assemble. And then they need, the mattresses and the whole thing. So they are looking for twin size comforters and blankets and all of that. And so I said, well, okay, I'm gonna make a twin size blanket, and it's almost done except for the border, and I made it from squares.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'll have you stand up. You can show it better, I think.
I think we just hold
These are, these are solid grannies, and I got the solid granny idea. It's big. I got the solid granny idea from Jada in Stitches. I don't know that she has a written pattern for the solid granny, or it's just on a video of hers. But anyways, these are double-stranded.
These colors don't look. They're very different in real life, but they're not very different.
Oh yeah, yeah. That orange is looking more red. There's an orange center to that.
Yeah.
So these are double-stranded paint box yarn. It's all paint box. I had a ton of paint box. And if you've worked with paint box, I don't know, I had one. Is there a paint box skein over there?
No, there might be. Let me see.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's huge, you guys. It is. It's going to be 50 by 72. Okay? Well, close to 72. Just shy. Maybe a little more, honestly. By the time I get... Yeah, we're just going to put a... half double crochet white border on it.
There's a lot of yarn around here.
It's thick, you know. So this is a paint box, and so I had a bunch of these. So I double stranded them to make this, and by the time everything is said and done, I will have gone through 24 of these skeins. Okay.
Yep.
24 of the paint box. And if you've used paint box, you're going to know that it's kind of a thinner 4, I think, anyway. It's kind of a thinner.
It's a svelte 4.
I mean, it's not bad, but it's, to me, it felt kind of thin. So, it is, how many ounces, if I could see it?
I'll tell you.
It's an Aran.
It is 100 grams, 3.5 ounces, 201 yards. 100% across.
How many ounces?
3.5.
3. Okay, so
3.5.
what's 3.5 times 24?
Well, 3.5 times 10 is 35. So 70 plus 4 is. All the math people are yelling it out at me. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 5 is 2. So 14. So 70 plus 14, 84. 84 ounces of yarn.
84 is how many pounds?
84 divided by. 48.
Bouncing this thing.
It's divided by 16. So hold on.
We're gonna find out.
We don't want to be inaccurate.
Anyways, she's a biggin. She's a biggin, and she's a lot of fun. Very vibrant. You know, they have very
84 ounces and 5 1/4 pounds.
Okay, 5 1/4. That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's how it feels like it weighs.
Yep.
It doesn't weigh a whole lot, but
it's not too heavy.
It's not super heavy, but it's
warm.
really nice.
It's gonna be nice and warm.
The double stranding really came out nicely, I thought.
Yeah. So she's looking good, I think.
Yeah.
And I'll probably take a picture of it before I hand it off to this organization.
Oh, yeah, we'll take it.
I think it's called Furniture Share is the name of the organization. And how do I put this? They're special to you. What?
The idea that there could be a working family.
Oh yeah, I don't like it.
Didn't have enough. That was in a spot where not everybody had a bed. There's certain things that bug you more than others, and that one bugs you.
That bugs me.
It does.
It does.
And,
it does bug me.
And so
and I understand there are entire countries where people sleep on the floor.
Yeah, and it's okay. But
I get it.
If you're a little kid and you're feeling, or an adolescent, this is more for an adolescent, I think, and you're and you don't have a bed, that's very.
I don't like that.
No, you don't like.
I don't like kids sleeping on the floor.
No.
I don't like, and so teens. So I
mean, this is very special.
Yes.
Thank you. You have put a lot of your own heart into this, and I think it's really nice. So,
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, this is gonna make somebody a very nice blanket for their bed.
Yeah.
It's gonna fit a twin.
It is.
So
we measured.
Yeah, we measured.
And the colors, we went. There's 3 ways to do the colors. You can do random, where you don't care.
Yeah.
You can do very mathematical, or you can do aesthetic. And we went the aesthetic route.
Yeah, we just laid out all the squares and said,
rearranging squares on the bed.
That looks good to me.
And deciding, and then we tried. We'd move them around a little bit, and the color grading was just right.
Some skeins I got 2 squares out of. Some skeins I got 3 squares out of. Yep. Why?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
No.
So
there's only one that has a little bit of a oddity to it.
Yeah. One I did the yarn chicken thing and I lost. But I use a similar enough color. You can't hardly find it right now.
No,
So
you can't find it right now. So there you go.
But it don't matter. Who cares? I don't care.
Here it is, right here.
Yeah.
See, there's a little bit of blue on the green.
I had to finish up with the green.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it's in the middle of the blanket just for fun.
Yeah, just for fun.
So, to talk about teens that need blankets.
I will put this back.
Thank you, baby. Mm-hmm. So, again, I'm going to border it and take a picture of it for you guys.
Yeah.
And I'm going to test wash some of it to see, because I want to make sure those colors don't run. I've made other things with the paint box and it didn't run, so I just want to double check because I got a lot of white in here, and I burned through a lot of white. Okay, so
if
anyway,
you want
to
because I'm the guy that makes the double strandedness,
making the cakes.
Karen found you came up with the idea. Actually, I thought it was really cool.
What?
Well, you're not. You don't double-strand it as you go along. We actually make cakes that are already double-stranded.
Yeah, he'll cake it up. He'll cake it double-stranded. Yeah. So
it's a little extra work, but it really
easy peasy.
It plays,
makes for easy crochet. Really okay,
nice, makes it easy.
I contacted. This is a while back. I contacted our closest to us Project Linus gal. Okay. And because I was asking her questions like, just like, what are the needs out there? And she's wanting to not do it anymore. She got a full-time job and it's just becoming too much for her. I think she's raising the grandkids too.
Yeah, it's pretty clear she was.
So it was a lot. So anyway, that's kind of a bummer that we don't really have a nearby Project Linus person. No. But, anyways, I was asking her what the needs were, and she said that in Salem that she gets requests a lot from the schools asking for teen size blankets. Yeah. She said that is probably their number one request is blankets for teens. And I was like, wow, I understand it's a lot quicker. It's a quicker make to do a baby blanket and all that. This took me 2 good months of working at it, right, to get it done.
There's a lot of episodes of TV shows in there.
Yeah. Put in your Hallmark movie and go, that's what I've been doing. And that was a lot of, because I didn't do the join as you go, because I didn't quite know how this was going to work. Next time, my friends, I'm doing the join as you go. I've learned my lesson. But anyhow, so I don't know why that is. I don't know. The people who are getting children up off the floor said they had 14 families on the waiting list here in our area, in our town. Mm-hmm. And so I don't know. There's just a big need for teen size blankets. Yeah. And they're not, the problem with teen size, that would be pretty expensive to ship. Yeah. That would be get the size of the box to put it in and all that. So
6 pounds by the time
it's better for that size to be local. Mm-hmm. So once I get that finished up, I'll be off to my next blanket. And if it takes me 2.5 months, depending on how things go at work, because I do have a more than full-time day job. I don't know. My goal is I'd like to get 6 blankets maybe done. I was thinking for 2025. We'll see.
Probably do that.
So
you might have a busy fall.
Talk about a yarn burner. Holy cats.
Yeah.
I mean, anytime you can get... It actually made holes in my yarn inventory. Can you believe it?
Well, you were...
I'm like, wow.
Well, the holes didn't last long.
No, the holes didn't last long. Because of Black Friday and all that.
No,
So,
that was pretty cool, actually.
okay.
All right, what's next?
Oh,
There we go.
here we go. All right. The church had a ladies' craft night. And so I went to the ladies' craft night. We had probably 40 plus gals. That was a big craft night. I told you we have a lot of crafters in our area. Because this is a local church and we have a lot of crafters. And yes, a gal brought her sewing machine. Told you. But I was the only one there crocheting. There was no knitting. I was the only one there with yarn. I couldn't believe it. And honestly, there wasn't a whole lot of repeat crafts there. I mean, like 2 diamond painters, and there were, if anything, there were more paper crafts. But like some were making cards, and some were making scrapbook, and some were making like whatever those origami Christmas ornaments.
Oh, cool.
and they had, glue and glitter glue and all the things. That's I just sat there and made a hat because that's how that goes. So that was a lot of fun, though. You got to hang out with the ladies and the crafters and have your tea and your cookies. We had ice cream and chatted up with the gals. And I would love to have sat next to every single gal and watched and learned how they were doing their crafts. I sat near a gal who she had a great big circle of leather, that she was using for like a centerpiece for a table. Oh, cool. And she had cutouts of like leaves and an acorn and a deer and all this. And she was hand stitching. She knew a lot of the stitches that made pretty stitches on it and stuff like that, different kinds. And she was making it for her sister-in-law for Christmas because her sister-in-law likes fall is her favorite. And so, anyway, she was making this beautiful leather work. And another gal...
incredibly nice. Those ladies are so nice.
Yeah, another gal, she was doing something with felt. And she had cutouts that she was stitching together with felting. And like I said, there was a gal who brought her sewing machine, and she was working on a dress, and she was putting it in the zipper. I'm like, you go, girl, get her done.
Zippers seem
so, anyways, that was cool. Now, I did. Speaking of sewing, if you get hand over my project bag, and then those two.
Yep. There you go.
Jane from Scraptastic Yarns. Hi, Jane.
Hi, Jane.
She had a sale going on for, and still has one on her Etsy shop.
Oh, yeah.
So make sure you head on over to Etsy with the Scraptastic Yarns. And, anyways, she had project bags and different bags that she was selling. And so this is my new project bag. She does such a great job. Has pockets in here. This is what I took to the ladies' night.
It's so pretty. See that?
Yes. This is what I took, and they were all admiring the bag. So I was out there talking about you, Jane, and so a place to put your hooks and all that. And I got a hat on the go in here.
I see that.
Told you, you're going to be seeing a lot of hats.
The handles are nice and sturdy.
Handles are nice.
Yeah, they're not fabric. They're they are fabric, but they're strong braided. They're really sturdy.
She's a quick shipper, so head on over there and get yourself some project bags. I got 3 of them. So because these I have, I'm going to use to put Christmas gifts instead of wrapping. I'm going to use these bags to put Christmas gifts in.
Isn't that nice?
And so I have family members that love doggies. Okay. They're like dog crazy.
They love doggies.
And she always lines them real cute. It's got paws. That's right.
They're Christmas
so there's
doggies.
that. This has a little cinch tie top.
Doggies.
Okay. And then we've got the little cookies.
Ooh, cookies.
Yes. So, Jane, you do a fantastic job on these. They're super well sewn. Like, they're not going anywhere, you know.
I don't know what the name of this is, but you can see on this one a little easier because it's tan.
Kind of like
it's a braided
canvas or something.
Canvas, yeah, they're really sturdy.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere. There's her little. See if you can see that.
Yep. Made by Jane Wynn Designs.
Jane Wynn Designs.
Comics.
There you go. Yes, it's got pockets.
On the inside too.
On the inside.
It's got a little clip thing.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Like it's got a little
ring
in there.
Yep.
Good job, Jane. Thank you very much. These are very nice, and they're gonna make fun Christmas wrap for some of my Christmas gifts.
Yep.
So make sure you head on over there and support her. I know she's got a Black Friday sale going on, so run, people, run. Okay. And then speaking of Black Friday sales, like I said, I did get in on that premiere week. Yes, I did.
Karen and I have been together for a long time, and she understands software better than a whole lot of not software people might. In fact, she's a software person. You just have to admit that. And yesterday, when you were working with the Joanne app, you were experiencing the bad part of software. That's so funny.
I woke up on Friday morning.
Ready to buy.
Yeah, went to the Joanne app.
Transactions on
that
the Joanne website.
App was struggling. Oh my gosh. It was zeroing out my card. It was, I mean, seriously, if I wasn't married to a software dude, I probably would have given up.
Yeah, you probably would have. But we were encouraging.
sure
I said they're probably going to zero.
There
your
were
card,
several people
there, and they're probably just
who gave up.
Yeah.
I mean, but something is happening at Joann's. I don't know what.
Yeah.
I hope and pray that they stick
we need to
around.
encourage them.
I know that they're struggling. I know they are. I mean, they're closing shops.
Yeah.
My shop here is a tiny little Joann's. It's one of their tiny ones.
I've been in there. It's nice.
But I love it, and here's why.
Oh yeah, this is great.
You know how when you go into Joann's, they're like first third at least is all like homewares and pillows, and it's all seasonal like decor.
Not our Joann's.
Okay, not our Joann's. Like they ain't got room for that.
No.
And we got such crafty people here that they actually have a pretty good section of tons of fabric, tons of yarn. I mean, they actually have a pretty good section.
We think it's because of the Mennonite community.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because they're very do-it-yourself types.
Yeah. So the only thing is that I walked in there, and they had boxes. This was pre-Black Friday. They had boxes stacked from the floor to the rafters down the aisles. You could not get down the aisle. You'd have to shimmy sideways to get down the aisle. Exactly. You couldn't get your cart down there. There's no way. And I'm like, dang. And everybody that walked in there said the same thing. Like, wow, why are there all these boxes? There are all these boxes. So I got to talking to one of the gals there. She said, yeah. She said, because I was looking for a certain specific yarn. And it showed that they had it, but it wasn't out. And she's like, it's in one of these boxes. And I'm like,
just did not have the
and they did not.
She
didn't have time to pull it out. And I'm like, can I start going through boxes? I mean, like, I don't know what to do. She said that corporate, the big kahunas, set the hours for how many hours a clerk can work at all the different Joann's, that they are now only allowing two clerks and one manager. Woo! Yay, there's my balloons.
Where are there balloons?
This thing has those weird things. I don't know. Anyways.
That was random. Thank you, Apple.
Yeah, thanks, Apple. 2 clerks and 1 manager at a time working. And she said, it's not that they don't have workers, it's that they don't have the hours. Yeah. She said there are several workers that they have that are working 3 part-time jobs because no one job wants them to work past whatever X amount of hours a week.
Right, because they can't.
That's what I mean when I say that we have a lot of your working. They got a job, but it's hard to make the ends meet at the end of the month. Yeah. So we have a lot of that around here. So I don't know what's going on with Joann's, but that app yesterday was like...
We need to encourage Joann.
Horrendous.
That's right.
Yes. Okay, so I did get in on some Joann's Pounders.
Yep. Okay, hold on.
They had some sales.
This one here?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't think it was specifically a Black Friday sale, but they had these on for $6.99. But I apparently bought enough to get it for $6.49.
That was one of the things where the app was very confusing.
This is the big twist. Pounder Plus, 17 ounces. Like, it's over 1,000. There we go. 1,093 yards. And so I figured, well, if I'm going to be making big blankets.
Was this the one where the pickup was so convenient? That part worked great.
Yeah. I just did. I didn't have to go in. I'd been in earlier, so we just did. I ordered online once I could get the app to work, and then she just brought it out to the car.
That was slick as a whistle. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty nice. Huh? It is pretty nice.
Yeah.
So I got a bunch of assorted different colors. The only thing I didn't get that I need because I have burned my way through them is white.
That's true.
They didn't have any white left. I want the 1 pounder white. They had the ivory. They had the cream. No white. Sold out of white.
There's like a lot of whites. This is what we learned too. Well,
there's all sorts of...
There's white, and then there's all the other whites.
Yes.
To go with it.
White is not white. But I love the mustard. Look at
That's
mustard.
a deep mustard color. I like it too.
Speaking of mustard, I did get another yarn.
Colonel mustard.
Go over here.
I don't know where it is. I think. There it is. This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Oop.
All right. I didn't get a whole. I got some of these. I got enough to make.
It's the Premier Serenity Chunky.
These were on sale. These were $3 also, but I fell in love with the color, so I had to have some. While I was picking up that rustic. That's it. The rustic yarn. I picked up a few of these just in this colorway. Because here's the thing: is that this is 100 and something yards.
It's not that much.
It's
what weight is that?
It's a 5 weight. Yeah. It's 109 yards.
Yeah.
109. But I was getting those rustics, same price, $3, 5 weight. This is a 5 weight, and they had over 200 yards. Yeah, so I was like, I'm now a mathematician, but I feel like one of these is bigger than the other.
We were saying that a lot. I'm no calculus professor, but I think
I'm not a calculus professor, but I'm pretty sure.
Bang.
Yeah, but this is fun. This is nice, soft, chunky yarn. Just their Serenity, and so I picked up some.
They're pretty nice.
I like that color. Yep. I don't know what it is about me and mustard here lately.
I don't know, but
usually I don't go for
those
colors.
On that, so the clue connection, Colonel Mustard, Mr. Green.
And you want to hand me your crazy cake?
Oh yeah, this is fun.
So I got a lot of leftovers because all that paint box yarn. So Brian's been making me crazy cakes.
Yep. That's gonna be a good one.
So we just been tying it on to the end and caking it up. So I don't know. This is gonna be some sort of scrap something or other. By the end of the year, I'll probably have enough to do a scrap blanket.
That'll be fun.
So that'll be fun. So yeah. Okay. Now I am.
This has been an amazingly busy month, by the way. Now,
I thought I got nothing to share, and then
No, you have so many things to share.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Where's my other coloring book? I'll show you my other coloring book, and then I'll show you another project.
Okay.
All right, so in between time, I thought I got this cute little, I don't know what, I got this at the grocery store. So,
it's not
stand in line and you're like, oh, wait, I need that. I wanted something very Christmassy. So I made a little And this this is so fun. It's got everything on here. I've got glitter. I don't know if it's going to show up. I've got markers. I've got pencils. I've got pastels. I've got, everything under the sun. Markers and everything here. Yes. So just fun.
Speaking of glitter, I was noticing this morning as I was shaving, there's glitter on me.
There is glitter. There's glitter everywhere.
There's in the hallway. There's a little bit of glitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have glitter.
There's glitter and there's fuzz everywhere. There's fuzz. And I'll show you why.
I could probably find fuzz.
Let me show you why there is fuzz all over my house.
This piece here. There you go.
Mm-hmm. So it was announced at church that the ladies group is having a Christmas party. Mm-hmm. And so with gifts. I'm a secret Santa.
Yep.
Well, it just happened to be about the time that Premiere was having their premiere week.
Yep.
And I came across, if I can unbury it anywhere in here.
Better than there is.
I don't know. No, that's not it. That's for something else. Anyway, I found a pattern that does the granny rectangle thing.
Rotate. There you go.
And so I was like, nice. All right, I'll make one of those. Yep. And they had their gumdrop. Premiere was having their gumdrop on sale.
I don't know why they call it gumdrop. They call it fuzz drop.
But this is their Holly Jolly.
Isn't that a fun name?
And it's their antique Christmas colors.
Yeah.
Or vintage Christmas colors.
Not antique. Vintage.
Not antique. And so I thought, okay, all right, I'll start working on this. So this is going to be bigger. It's going to be throw size. But I started off with the pattern because the pattern was specifically made for this yarn, or it had it on the Premiere. The pattern's found on the Premiere.
Oh look, there's fuzzes.
It's found under it's found under the gumdrop yarn. Okay, that's where the pattern is.
Oh, okay.
All right. Now the middle section here, I want to show you. I was making it, and it was wanting you to do the triple crochet, and then the 2 chains, triple crochet, 2 chains, blah blah blah. I didn't like how it was starting to look ropey kind of to me. Mm-hmm. So then I said, forget it. I'm only going to do 1 chain, and to me it like the end. All this is 1 chain. It feels more constructed to me. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I am not coloring, what do they call that when you cut the colors?
Color matching?
Yeah, I'm not doing that with the green and the white, really. I'm letting it flow. You can't really tell. But boy, you can tell on the red. Okay.
It sticks out a lot.
The red sticks out.
So
I am color controlling. That's it. I am color controlling the red because I want a full rectangle because you can see that red.
You can.
So the green and the white, they kind of mesh together.
Yeah, I know.
But
stark contrast.
anyways, it's supposed to be throw size, and these were on sale, $5, and I don't. The Big Twist plush yarn I do for my amigurumi is not near as fuzzy as this yarn.
It's really fuzzy.
This yarn is the chenille, and I am telling you, sister. There is fuzz all over me, all over my pants, all over my floor around me.
Right now.
Fuzz has been everywhere I go. I go into the bathroom. There's fuzz on the floor. It is fuzzy.
You get out the dust buster every time you get up.
I am constantly getting out the dust buster.
The dust buster is full of fuzz.
I have to dust bust myself.
You do.
Because it's all over me. This morning, I wore a pair of jeans yesterday. I had so much fuzz I couldn't get off. I just threw it in the wash. Because I can't get... So, it says that it's washable. It's super squishy and super soft. Oh, nice. My word. It is like, you can just... It'll be snuggly. It's very snuggly.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
It says you can wash it and lay flat to dry.
Yeah. Easy.
Let me tell you. If it was me and I was you, which it is going to be me, I would wash it. I have some bigger, those mesh laundry bags that you could throw in the wash.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I would wash it in one of those. Yep. And sure the heck don't dry it. Because you will get fuzz you'll be getting fuzz over everything on your clothes for days.
My white business shirts have
Yeah,
fuzz
yeah.
on them?
Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to put instructions with it, with my card, when I'm the Secret Santa. Because I'm like, don't nobody put this in the dryer. But it is very snuggly. It's just meant to be a throw. Like I thought somebody could put it, on the back of the couch kind of thing.
It's really nice.
Okay. And show off get the other yarn, the shimmer yarn. They're in the bags.
I see them.
Speaking
Big
of which,
pile of yarn things here.
I told you I made out good on Premiere Week.
You did. You worked for it.
I saw that they had the shimmer yarn on sale. I've never worked with their shimmer yarn.
I think it's nice.
And I thought, we were out and about doing something. And I thought, I want to pick some up. I'd like to make myself a cardigan. And I like the shimmer part of it. Well, by the time I got home, they were sold out. I was like, oh, crud, I missed out. And they were $4 a skein, okay? This is a puzzle shimmer.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, bummer. Well, like a few days later, I happened to look again, and they had some back in. And I was like, woohoo! So I found, because underneath it was a pattern for this duster. Okay?
Making a duster.
And I'm like, I want a duster.
Aaron likes dusters.
I like dusters. I want to make that. So I don't know. At some point, I'm going to make me a duster. I can't. You know how it is when you're only making, because that's basically a blanket. When you're only making blankets, then you're like, oh man,
you need variety.
This is a lug, okay? So I thought I would use this color.
To 5.
See I don't want to take them out of sacks because right now I have to store them in the garage for a little bit. But there is a shimmer in there.
Oh yeah, it looks really nice.
And so I don't know. I got enough. It comes in my size. I got enough for my size for that duster.
That's,
well, then I'm poking around.
246 yards.
Yeah.
5 1/3 ounces. 98% acrylic and 2% metallized polyester.
That's the sparkle in there.
Yeah, that's the sparkle. And you can really see the sparkle.
Yeah.
Just not
you can. I don't know if you can. We can.
Pretty good. If you're doing the light just right. Yeah. It works pretty good.
Yeah. So then I'm looking at the different colors.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
see that one?
They have a red.
Oh yeah. Very nice red.
Oh my word. Do they have a red? So I'm like, I want a red cardigan. Yes, I do. So, I don't know. I'm looking for a pattern that I want to do, but I got enough to make a red cardigan. $4 a skein. I think it was 50% off. So I was like, well, all right. Add that to the mix. Why not?
All I know is the
I told you I made out. I made out good.
Bring it in a big old box, and then it's like Christmas every time.
Look, I got fuzzes all over me.
It's just.
Oh
it's just
man, you're just gonna have
it's
fuzz
like when couples
everywhere.
have a baby, and
Yes. Okay, now, work's going good. We are in the Style Dots, STYLE like polka dots. StyleDots.com. We are in the middle of all the holiday things and our Black Friday and everything. We came out with an exclusive. This is Lola. Lola today is wearing our exclusive for Black Friday. That is the Pearl Hoops. Ooh. It's kind of cool. It's got a silver band on there. And she's got earrings, so it's a little set.
Those pearls on those inner earrings, aren't there?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Nice.
There's pearls on those nice hoops. Hoops are way in right now.
Hoops.
So, that's what Lola is wearing today. Pretty. Make sure you head on over there. We have a ton of Black Friday sales. Big sales. We have sets of like holiday earrings that would make great stocking stuffers, by the way. Of studs and, Christmas tree shaped gingerbread and all that. And like 3 sets for $20. I mean, cheapola. Nice. So, yes. There you go.
No,
they're a good deal. STYLE, Style Dots, like polka dots. DOTS.com. and I am a proud co-founder of that company.
Ooh.
So that's what keeps me busy during the day is Style Dots. Thanksgiving, we just hung out with Jason, my
fun.
brother, and his
great.
family, and I don't know, ate a lot. Like you should. Like you're
Yes.
supposed to for Thanksgiving. So,
We had the whole debate. There's several
Yeah.
debates that have been occurring in recent years.
Yeah.
One of which is, shall we have turkey or shall we have ham? Well, spoiler alert, the end
Yeah.
of the debate is always, let's do both.
right.
So we also had the debate about, shall we have apple pie or shall we have pumpkin pie?
Yeah.
Fast forward, the end of the debate, let's have both.
Yes, let's have both.
Very funny.
I made a new Paula Deen corn casserole that everybody raved about.
It was really good.
Mr. B really liked it.
So did
So
Nephew
Paula
Kyle.
Deen,
He
just
liked
Google it. Paula Deen's corn casserole.
Mhm.
And let's see, what else was I cooking? We had a Bible study on Wednesday nights we've been doing at the church.
Yep.
And it's a potluck every other Wednesday. And the last one we had was soup night, and I made a white chicken lasagna soup.
It was so good.
And when I came back, somebody had literally like scraped around the crock pot. Like they were getting every last bit of that soup. So that's funny.
Karen's very good at soup. Good job, Karen.
We keep a tree every month of the year, and so right now, yesterday we began the process of swapping out the Thanksgiving tree to the Christmas tree.
That's right.
So we started doing that.
Yep.
It's been raining like nuts because this is Oregon, and that's how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had a few atmospheric rivers come through. Back in my day, we used to call those a winter storm.
Everything has to have a more dramatic name.
Yes, so
nowadays.
atmospheric rivers
Yes.
now. And we had a cyclone boom.
That's not the word they
Where
use.
they
I
come
can't
up
say
with
that.
these names, I don't know.
Weather school.
Cyclone boom, but I wouldn't say the boom. I think we were in the outer bands part
were.
of the boom.
Portland gets it way worse than we do.
Yes. And yesterday we watched the Macy's parade, so Santa is here.
Yep.
And the dog show, because that's a lot of fun.
Yes.
And I don't know. It's all on my list. That was way more than I thought it was. Oh, wait. We were elves. Bryan and I were elves.
That was fun.
Yes, we
We're
were.
going to be elves again.
We're going to be elves again.
Mm-hmm.
There's an organization here that hands out Christmas gifts to those in need.
Mm-hmm.
And there are lots of families here who don't have the money for Christmas gifts under the tree.
Yep.
And so this organization makes, they don't make the gifts, but they make the packages of
The
gifts.
force of nature that runs
Yes.
the
Yes.
charity
Yeah.
gets all the gifts and all the volunteers to make it happen.
Right.
It's amazing.
And last year was there more families than they've ever had requested bags of gifts.
Mm-hmm.
And this year will be even more. Yeah. And I think we handed out 300 gifts last year.
300 bags.
300 bags of gifts. There are multiple gifts in the bag.
These are lovingly hand-prepared
Yes,
bags.
I was in the room for the 6 to 12-year-old girls.
That's true.
Okay? So I was an elf in that room, and I was putting in bags gifts for, well, we did 6 to 9, and then we did 10 to 12.
Yep.
And then we packed the bags, and then that's coming up to hand the bags out.
That's the
And
next
it
event.
is a crazy,
Super fun. It's
semi-controlled
organically organized.
chaos.
Yes, it's very nice.
And by the time you're done, you're like, wow, that was amazing.
By the time you're done, many hundreds of families
Yes.
come through the line to collect the presents for their family, and none of them are, everyone is grateful.
Yeah. Oh, super.
Everyone brings their kids with them
Yes.
because what else are you going to do?
There's a lot of single moms in that group
there's
that
a
don't
lot of
have
single
somebody to give
moms.
their
There's
kids
a lot
to.
of recent arrivals. There's very many. It's extremely precious and it's right there at the ground level of helping people. It's amazing. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it's much needed and much appreciated, and it's a good thing to do.
Yeah,
so
it's cool. I'm looking forward to it.
Then all the helpers, all the elves, afterwards put their feet up. Yes. Like, yes. Wow.
And they go get a Starbucks on the way home or whatever.
Yep.
Perk themselves.
All right, so at the end of this, even though this is a pretty long one.
That's okay. It's a monthly thing. So
we've got a couple of things. We've got that video and a couple of things to show.
Yep.
And then we will see you. Happy December.
Yeah.
It starts tomorrow.
Happy December.
We'll see where we end up.
Oh, it'll be a lot of fun. We'll show finished things that
I'm sure there'll be more hats.
There'll be more fuzz. It'll be fun.
And who knows? I'm done with that big blanket. I don't know. I was watching Jane at Scraptastic Yarn. She was working on that ripple blanket, and I'm like, I feel a ripple coming on. I feel a ripple. It's coming. It's happening.
Ripple's happening.
Yes. So I wouldn't be surprised. We'll see.
You'll get a ripple.
Okay.
It'll be fun. Yeah, I know what I'm not going to say what you're talking about. We're not going to say what I know you're going to work on next. There'll be some cool stuff.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, fiber friends.
All right. See you next time. Okay. Bye. Hello, fiber friends. Well, I am packing things up to take them off to the little charity organization, and I wanted you to see I made a couple of extra hat and cowl sets. So I got this one, and then I made the hat to go with it, and then I got this little pink one. This one I used the Jada and Stitches has a V-stitch cowl, and then I just made a little pink beanie to go with. So anyway, little collection. This is that's one I'm not, that's my personal one that doesn't really fit my head because I have such a giant head. So they're getting that one too. But anyway, all right, wanted to show you that. That is probably made these over the last couple of months, I'd say. And I'm gonna be sending my stuff in. Okay. See you in a minute. Okay, so now we are trying.
Testing.
We're testing. I'm gonna have a little sip of my coffee. Peppermint tea! Woo!
Peppermint tea! It's the best tea! Woo!
Yeah!